If you use AI to create colouring pages to then sell online, whether that's with KDP or anywhere else, then stick around and watch this video because I want to show you what's now possible with Ideogram 2.0 and creating quote colouring pages. Now this is just one of the pages which I created, and this is in the hiking niche. Now this says take a hike, find your bliss, and as we can see, this design is absolutely flawless. Now this design is just one of 100+ designs that I created. Now what I'm going to do is show you all of these designs so you can see what's now possible, and I'm going to explain how I created these as well. So right off the bat, let's take a look at these first ones. These ones just here are in the ballet niche. Now this style isn't my favourite, but I think it would be quite popular. Now this says point your toes and chase your dreams. Now as we can see, the ballerina is practically perfect, and so is everything else. Same with this dream catcher. It just looks absolutely flawless. Then I have a bunch more just here. This is in the wine niche. This is in the baking niche. I really like these baking designs as well, along with these hiking / adventure designs. Some of these are actually my favourites. Now let me just actually explain to you how I created these. So these designs up here were all created with a brand new GPT prompt generator which I've recently created. Now to create that, I had to create a lot of designs. So these ones up here were created with my prompt generator. The ones underneath these designs, that's why I've got these designs just here, so I can see and know which ones were created with my GPT and which ones were not. But all the ones under these designs, like all of these reading ones, and all the others, were created by converting other prompts. So if we just scroll through all of these first, let's just keep going. There's actually quite a few of them. But if we scroll all the way down to round about here, this is what I had to create first. Now I actually created these designs with a different product of mine, which is called Ideo Mastery, and is with my t-shirt prompt generator. So I created over 100+ designs, as you can see, all quote designs as well. Each line is a different niche. So I actually created first, let's just get down to the bottom, which is just here. I created these bee designs, then these kind of motivational ones, and also all of these as well, which we have to admit, these by themselves look pretty good as well. Now these all look really good because we're using Ideogram 2.0, but I created all of these fitness designs, teacher designs, self-affirmation designs, adventure designs, pride, dogs, cats, and as we can see, many more. So I created all of these first, and then I edited and modified all of these prompts which created these print-on-demand designs. I edited them to then create these colouring pages, and then I used all of the prompts from these colouring pages to train a GPT, which is now my colouring page quote prompt generator. So if we take a look at these as well, some of these are absolutely amazing. I really like this one, Radiate Positivity. That looks really good, and so do all of these, especially this one as well, God is my strength. Absolutely flawless design. Same with this one, walk by faith, not by sight. So I created all of these, as we can see, and then trained my GPT, and then the GPT, if we scroll all the way back up to the top, created all of these ones just here. Now after playing around with it, I also came up with a different way which I can use my GPT to get congruent colouring pages. So as we can see, all of these right here, this line, this is for hunting, this is all in the same style. Same with these gardening ones, and then these hiking ones as well, and these baking ones, and all of these. So we have to admit that these look really, really good. So these ones, these are actually my favourite. Adventure awaits, but first coffee. Looking at the design, it is flawless. The shoes look good, the flowers look good, the tent, the sun, the font as well, the combination of fonts as well look really good. Let's take a look at this one. Take only photos, leave only footprints. Another really nice design. It is now definitely at a point where you'd have no idea that these were AI. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and show you my GPT. So if we come over to ChatGPT, it's this just here. Now this is going to be part of my ultimate colour and page prompt generator. This isn't currently released, only I have access to this, but it is going to be part of this. So this is the UCPPG, the Ultimate Colour and Page Prompt Generator. And this is a set, or should I say a suite, of colour and page prompt generators. So we have line art, we have grayscale, we have mandala, and King GPT. So King is just a combination of all these three. Now, if you want to check this out, there will be a link down in the description. Please be aware that this is only available until the 27th of September. But nonetheless, I am going to be releasing this, my new, quote, colour and page prompt generator over the next few days. So let's go ahead and use this so you can see what it's like. Now, all that we have to do is input the niche that we want and whether we want a quote or a pun. So when you're doing your research and coming to create your colouring books, you should already know what type of colouring book you're going to create. Now for this example, let's go with something along the lines of dogs. So let's just put funny dog pun. Then let's click enter. And now we should get a fully formatted prompt, quote colour and page prompt, with a quote as well. So this one, this is positively pawsome. Then we're going to get 3 sections to this prompt. So the first part is all about the fonts. The second part is all about the description. Then the third part is all about the surrounding elements. So now all that we have to do is simply take this, copy it, come over to Ideogram, plug that in there, make sure that this is version 2.0, and then we're just going to click generate. Now while that's doing that, we can simply put another, click enter, and we're going to get another. And then we can simply take this and go over to Ideogram as well. So let's come over to here, let's plug that in as well. That was wrong, let's paste that, let's click generate, and let's come back over to here. Now with the surrounding part, sometimes there's a little bit too much going on and it adds too many elements. Now this can sometimes work extremely well or not very well at all. So all we have to do is put another, but with 2 surrounding elements. And then we can click generate, and now we'll get a new design. So this one, what the pup. So this looks like it's going to be pretty good as well. Let's just give this a second to do its thing as well. And there we go. So let's go ahead and take this one as well. We'll copy this, come over to Ideogram, we'll plug that in, and then we'll see what it actually generated. So let's put that in there, we're going to paste, we'll click generate, and now let's take a look. So this looks pretty good as well. The only problem with this at the minute, it looks like there's an extra paw. So we have 2 here, we have 2 there, and an extra one. So obviously you wouldn't use something like that. But if we take a look at another one, this looks pretty good. This one looks even better. So this one looks the best so far out of all of them. So what we could do is simply click on remix. We're going to do image weight 100, turn magic prompt off, and clicks remix. Now why do I do this? Well, every time you create something with Ideogram, you get 4 generations. Now I want all 4 generations to look exactly the same. This way I know when I'm looking at my designs here on Ideogram, instead of there being 4 completely different designs with this one design, it's all going to be exactly the same. So I don't have to click on here and look through all of them like that, because they're all exactly the same. But nonetheless, let's get rid of that and let's take a look. So this does actually look really good. We've got the paw prints here, we've got tennis balls, we've got a skateboard, and the dog wearing glasses, sticking out its tongue and possibly dribbling. But that looks really, really good. Then we have this second one. Now, one thing I want to note as well, and really quick, and that is not every image that you create is going to look amazing. That's just the nature of AI. But I'd say 8 times out of 10, you do get some really good results. So this looks really good. The bees look good. That one looks a little bit off, so we probably wouldn't use that. There is a little bit of remixing that you can do to actually make this a bit better, but we're not going to do that. We'll just look for a perfect colouring page. This one looks even better. So the bees look really good, the dog looks good, the wording looks good, and so do the elements. So let's go ahead and keep this one. Image weight 100, remix, we'll turn that and delete that, just like so. And then let's look at the last one. So this looks really good as well. What the pup looks good, looks good. This one probably looks the best. So let's go ahead and remix this as well. Now I do actually have a way, like I said before, of keeping all of the colouring pages congruent, so you're going to get a very similar style all the way through the book. But I am going to keep that for the ultimate colouring page prompt generator and for when I do release this GPT over the next couple of days. But nonetheless, you can see that it does a really good job with Ideogram 2.0 and creating colouring pages. Now I'm just going to quickly delete these as well because it's messing up all of my other designs. There we go. Let's just refresh the page and let's take one more look at these colouring pages. So all these are wine. These look really good and we can see they're all a very similar style. Well, these ones are a little bit different. I have 2 different styles. One style with this one, that one, and this one. And then the other style is this one, that one, and that one. And they all look really, really good. Now, let's take a look at some of these. These are the baking ones. So this flower power looks really good as well, as we can see. But these hiking ones, I think these hiking ones are my favourite. And if we come down to here, these hunting ones as well. These turned out just absolutely insane. So, even though it's not been released yet, if you want to come and check out the ultimate colouring page prompt generator, there is going to be a link down in the description. Remember, this is only available until the 27th of September, and then it's going to be taken down, and it won't be back again until November. But if you want to come and check this out, there's going to be a link, and I will be releasing my quote colouring page prompt generator over the next couple of days. Now, I actually forgot to mention that all of these designs are obviously in my private tab. These aren't on my public, so you're not going to be able to see them. But if you want me to add all of these, maybe not these ones, but if you want me to add all of these 100 plus designs, which are down here on my public profile, then leave a comment down below saying public, and if I get enough interest, I'll make all of these designs just here available on my public profile, and then I'll create a video all about that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, as it really helps out the channel, and if you're not too sure what to watch next, click right here and watch this playlist.